Mr. Hood, it wasn't your fault. You shot and killed Freddie Christmas.
I put myself in position. The way I feel about that.
I'm asking please direct the witness to answer the question yes or no. And if you want
not totally
to answer afterwards,
okay.
you can do that.
Okay.
Ask him to answer the question.
I don't feel like it was directly my fault, but I do feel like selling drugs and living a certain life, I put myself in position for this to happen, and that's the way I look at it. If for me, malice and killing Mr. Officer Christian, I never know Officer Christian. I didn't malice. I didn't even know I was going to see the man that day. Don't even know him.
At that time, you shot him twice through the car window.
But that's what they say. After I heard my brother's voice for the circumstances, due to the fear and the whole circumstance of the situation, that would make me shoot the man. I didn't malice to do it. Didn't even know him. I ain't never seen him in my life. He ain't never done that to me.
When you surrendered, basically, at that time, you said, I regret killing that innocent officer, and you wound up saying, they killed my brother, they were going to kill me.
Well, that's a compound question. Is that what you asking? But what are you asking me, though?
Isn't that what you told there upon your surrender? And I regret killing that innocent officer. And then you went on and wound up saying, when they asked you why you did it, you wound up saying, they killed my brother. They were going to kill me. They were just doing their job.
Yes.
You know what you said?
Yes, I did say that. And that's what I was trying to tell them, is that it was the history. I hated killing the man. I didn't know him. I ain't never seen him. Again, that's why I'm here, to see what we can learn from this so another police won't get killed or nobody else get killed. I've been telling for years I ain't mean to do it. I didn't even know I was going to see the man that day. Don't know nothing about him. It wasn't malice. I'm telling them what happened. The role that they killed my brother, that played a role in it. That's what I've been trying to tell people. I felt like I was going to die. And that's sad to think you're going to die. It's really sad to feel like you're going to think you're going to die when you're at a police. It shouldn't be like that. The police serve and protect. How can you feel police? That's wrong. That's why I'm here. And it's not the police. It's the corrupt individual who abusing the badge, or that corrupt chief of police or that prosecutor that will hide a tape, that will hurt somebody mentally, even emotionally. I feel like that's why I keep saying you got a part in it. If you had a show with my family, this audio or videotape, when my brother got killed, maybe I wouldn't be having these daggone thoughts. You ain't never thought you played a role in that? Mr. Molden?
Again, your interview with Agents Rossler and Hillsman, you said, you know, I hate that I did your boy like that, man. Is that what you told me?
And I meant it. I hate it. I'm not proud of it. That's why I'm representing myself, and I didn't play Miller and Company, because I want everybody to know why, so we can learn from it.
And you wound up saying, so here's the situation. I know to shoot, because you fixed to shoot me, trying to get away, buddy, damn boy, I hated that. Buddy, I know you're going to shoot me, man. I don't know you, but I know that your job title is, you got a job title. That's what you want to tell them. Isn't that correct?
Yes. No. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. I'm thinking I'm finna be shot and killed. It don't supposed to be like that. This what bring it on, this whole police brutality. This is why I'm thinking like just running. It wasn't Buddy. I never known him. I couldn't put it on Buddy. Don't know him. Never even talked to the man. It wasn't him. It was the history. This police brutality. This Tony Howard, he come again. They killing us around here, and the prosecutor let him go free.
You remember having a hearing back in February of 2012 regarding the conditions at the Bexar County Jail. Isn't that correct, sir?
I've done a lot there. Could you be more specific, please?
You remember testifying at that hearing when you had an attorney, and then basically your attorney basically was questioning you. You remember doing that?
I don't know. What is it?
And you remember basically at that time talking about, yeah, we got officers up there. They making stuff on me. I was reading over some papers that I got from you whatever discovery, what it was. I'm looking at some of the stuff that they put in there, and I ain't said none of that. One officer said something about, to the extent that, well, you think that I'm a, then he wound up saying, that's why I kill cops, or I kill people.
No,
what you said?
No, I don't recall that. If any, I had a lot of property in Bexar County. It was so bad I had to call the news and they got me out of there.
I would offer into evidence.
Okay, but can I finish my answer first?
suspended.
Okay, let me finish my answer. I had a lot of problems with Barrow County Jail. It was so bad I had to call the news and they got me to another jail. I asked them to transfer me from the officer will make it saying I'm saying stuff I ain't even saying. I felt like it was revenge because I'm locked up for killing the police. That's what I feel like it was. Filed a motion, me and my attorney, to get me out of jail. And I'm telling the officer, y'all need to stop this mess, man. This what type mess that led me shooting the police. Y'all need to stop this. And for the way they word, I can't control them. I'm telling you, you need to stop this, man. You shouldn't do this. Because it'll make somebody do some mess that they ain't got no business doing. That's what I'm telling you.
You want us saying, that's why I killed cops?
No, I don't recall me saying that.
I would mark as our next exhibit.
If I say that, I don't recall that, or I'm trying to tell them, that's why. It's all about why. Regardless of what I'm saying or what he said, I said, this is why.
Responsive to a question. You already answered the question.
Okay, well.
State Exhibit 1179, page 28, lines 21 to 23.
Okay, can I see it?
And I'll redact that.
Yes. No, don't redact it. Play the whole thing. Let us see it. Let them see everything. Don't take nothing out of it. Leave it all in there.
That particular portion, which is basically something he said he does not believe.
Could he, if they say if he admit this, it's my right to admit the whole, just show him the whole thing. Don't show him a little bit. Show him the whole thing. I don't care.
You want to see?
Yeah, can I see it? The whole thing?
On page 28. Lines 21 through 24.
Hold on, who is this first? What line? Hold on, what lines?
21 through 24. 23.
Oh, that's misleading, y'all. I didn't say that. That's what I said. The one officer said. It didn't say Jamie said it. It said one officer. One officer said something about to the extent that well, you things that that's why I kill cops or I kill people. I ain't never said none of that mess like that. See, that's misleading on his behalf because he's trying to make it seem like I didn't say it. What I'm trying to tell him is the officer wrote me up for saying that. So I never said, oh, I'm a kill or this here. So it's misleading. I never thought I said it. And this was at a hearing about me getting transferred from the jail because they were doing me that bad. So it's misleading, Judge.
I would tender those lines and evidence.
No, because we had a whole thing telling the evidence, the whole transcript that they wanted, so they could see what it was themselves.
That's not what I'm offering for that.
Well, I want to
Those are your words on that day, right?
Okay, what I was telling them, they were my words, and I was telling them what the officer said. I didn't say what I said.
So you remember that now, is that correct?
Yeah, I remember it, and I remember this whole thing. That's why I want them to have it, so they can see it.
And on the day, at the end of your interview, you wrote these 2 letters of apology to the Christian family.
Yes.
Exhibit 924, is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, you started writing, Dear Christian family, my name is Jamie Hood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the man who killed your son.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to apologize for my actions
Mm-hmm.
because I did not have no reason to shoot Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a bad situation, and I know the police would shoot me if I didn't stop running, so I shot first.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know him, but the police killed my brother. Is that what you started out like?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did start out writing that, and I didn't finish. I didn't finish it. I didn't feel like it was right, but I did know Buddy. On a personal level, Buddy ain't never done that to me. Don't even know the man. I keep trying to tell him why I done it. It wasn't Buddy Christian. It was bigger than that. And that's why I'm here representing myself, because I'm here for the truth. I'm here for prevention. As for y'all saw me writing. You sat there and see me right there. Y'all witnesses. I didn't sign my name on it because I didn't feel like that was totally right what I was writing. I wrote another letter. I wrote it because I'm trying to tell the man family I'm sorry. I didn't know the dude.
You wrote the second letter, Dear Christian family, my name is Jamie Hood. I'm the man who shot Buddy. I would like to apologize for my actions because he did not deserve that. I never knew Buddy or had any problems with him. I just seen him at the wrong time in the wrong situation. I know that you and your loved ones don't like me right now, and I do understand, but I want you to know I regret that moment because no innocent person deserved to be hurt. I just met Buddy at the wrong time in the wrong situation.
Yeah,
That's the one you signed, right?
Yeah, I wrote and signed it, and that's what I meant. I don't feel like that man's supposed to have been shot. But it wasn't malice. It wasn't no intent. It ain't right for nobody to be intentionally shot. I know. Oh, let me finish my answer. That's why I would tell that family, I know y'all don't like me. How could you? Them just natural emotion for the man family. Who gonna like somebody running and killing their folks? Who? Them just natural emotion. When the police shot my brother and killed me, I didn't like it. So I can relate to the folks. The best thing I can do is turn myself in for the man family. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I didn't know it. It was real emotional for me at the time. And it's so strong to represent myself. I know it's very, very dangerous for me to represent myself. But like I told y'all in the opening, I'm not here for Jamie Hood. I'm here for righteousness. Whatever sentence or whatever y'all decide to give me, hey, I can't stop that. How can I control it? But I know why I'm here. As long as I'm at peace with myself, mentally and spiritually, it wouldn't make me no different what you say or nobody else say because you ain't God, Mr. Moore.
Your brother Timothy Hood, I guess he told you to go ahead and run away, didn't he?
No, my brother Timothy Hood, I heard his voice, and you had to show me that video, maybe I wouldn't have heard Tim's voice because I wouldn't have been thinking like that.
Your brother Timothy Hood didn't tell you to run down Sycamore and run away, did he?
No, my brother Timothy Hood didn't tell you to hide that audio and video from my family either, did he?
And basically, your brother Timothy Hood didn't tell you to hijack Deborah Lumpkin where she's frightened half to death, did you?
No.
And you had a gun when you got in that car with her, right?
Yes, I did. She testified that she didn't think I was trying to hurt her. If I was trying to hurt that woman, Mr. Martin, you and everybody know I could have.
And you made her drive for a period of time and then basically told her to get out and you left her on the side of the road and took off in her car. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir. I let out the car because I wasn't trying to hurt the woman.
And at some point, basically, you wound up on the early morning of March 24th over at Darius Lanier's house. Isn't that correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Somewhere in that time, 24th, 25th, I don't know. It was sometime that time I was over there.
And at that time, you had that gun with you, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And when he was talking to you about, hey, instead of thinking about revenge, think of your brother. Isn't that right? Your brother Matthew, isn't that what he was talking to you about?
You know what? I don't know nothing about no revenge of what this guy was saying. You the one corresponding with showing up in court to cut time. I don't know what the man, why he made it up other than reward money in this deal he's trying to cut with you.
And you wound up putting your gun in his face and said, you trying to set me up. Isn't that what he said?
No.
Isn't that what you did?
I didn't do that, man. I didn't put no gun in that man's face.
You didn't do that? You didn't put the gun in his face?
No.
And you didn't basically wind up saying, told you to get the phone out of his grandmama's house, told you I'll kill her and I'll kill you. You didn't tell him that?
No.
At that time while you were on the run from all this?
No, sir. I never told that man him or his grandma I'd kill him.
And you didn't talk to him about Jadon Brooks getting out of the trunk and about him jumping out of the truck. You didn't tell him that?
Yeah, we talked about that.
You did talk about that?
Yeah.
So he's right about that?
Yeah, he's right about talking about...
Not right about the other part?
Well, I'm telling you what I told him. I can't do no better than that.
And you didn't tell him that Omari didn't tell you what he wanted to know and you were trying to get revenge on King Campbell?
No.
You didn't tell him anything about that?
No, sir.
And you were trying to find him and where he was at. And since Omari wouldn't tell you, you killed him. You didn't tell him that?
No, sir. And for the record, I know where King Campbell and everybody stay at and relatively small. I know where all these people stay at. And they done painted these folk to be victims. And that's why they keep objecting when I say certain things. They won't let you see something because they don't want it to come out. I mean, I done told you, we were wrong for selling drugs. I feel like they were greed what they were doing, as I stated. But the game spanking the man doing 20 years in prison, I didn't have to touch him. When his own homeboy told him, I'm doing 20 no parole because at the end of the day, God don't like us.
And you didn't tell him anything about you wanted to get the judge who sentenced him?
No.
You never said that?
No. What I did tell him, I said, the judge sending me to prison to mess my life up with this felony. If I wanted to get that judge, I was out almost 2 years. If I wanted to kill these folks, set me free, I could have been done. I was almost out 2 years. I'm here on the humbug. If my brother had made the turn, I wouldn't even be here talking to y'all about at least the police part. I can't say about that Trump.
You never threatened to kill him and his grandmama in front of the child.
No, man.
You never started talking about raping Ken's sister and killing his mom.
No.
You never said that.
No.
And when you're talking about Jadon Brooks, you didn't tell him about the IRS boy.
I don't know no IRS boy. Don't know who they are.
You didn't tell him that you killed Omari Wray with a different gun than the one you had with you at that time.
No.
You did have a gun with you at that time, didn't you?
I had a gun with me. I couldn't tell you about the gun I killed Omari Wray with me. Go find them folk who robbed me, you'll get them.
But you didn't tell him that basically the gun you killed Omari Wray with was not the gun that you had with you at that time.
No, I never told that man nothing.
You didn't tell him you'd gotten rid of that gun.
No, sir.
You didn't tell him that the police thought Chris Sanders killed Ray and that wasn't true.
No.
You didn't tell him that.
No, sir.
And basically when you were over there on that bike, you weren't going over that way to look for Ken Campbell's relatives at all, were you, on Freeman Drive?
No, sir.
This was off Freeman Drive off Seymour, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
And when you went into Creekstone, you weren't looking for Rashid Scott or Little Bishop at all, were you?
No, sir.
You weren't doing that either.
No, sir.
So any statements that you may have made in those hostages about looking for Ken Campbell's relatives off Freeman Drive or off of, or looking for Rashid Scott or Little Bishop, then that wasn't correct either. You didn't tell him that.
No, sir.
Now, 102 Creekstone Drive is where Mandrell was living with Chandra, isn't that correct?
I'd have been in that apartment several times, as they told you. I'd have been over there. I know where I was going. I knew I was going to be safe at.
You were there on that Sunday before this happened, isn't that right?
Yes.
And at that time, Mandrell wound up saying something to you, hey, I heard you killed Omari Wray. Didn't he tell you that?
No, sir.
And you didn't tell him, mind your own business. You never said that.
No, sir.
And at that time, your position is, you first knocked on the door.
Yeah, I knocked on the door.
The night before, nobody answered.
Nobody answered.
So you just wound up just sleeping in the woods.
Yeah, I did for several days.
Over there at Creek.
Well, I can't say slept, but, I rested, whatever you want to call it. I laid my head down, the cardboard on the Ford truck. And when I knocked on the door, didn't nobody come. I went right back there in the woods and just stayed there the next day. I heard the car. When I went to the car, the girl was in there.
The girl was in that 13-year-old was right there, right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
And you had that gun with you, didn't you?
I had it with me, but I didn't point it at her.
You said, but you didn't, and you showed it to her, didn't you?
No, I didn't show it. I don't recall showing that gun at all.
You didn't take her inside, basically gunpoint? You didn't do that?
No.
And you went inside and you didn't point that gun at Chandra Beth as she was coming out, putting that blouse on, putting that shirt on?
Mm-mm.
You didn't do that?
No, I didn't point a gun at no people one time.
The whole 2 days, you never pointed a gun at anybody. That's what you're telling us?
I'm telling you, I went to sleep with the gun, Mr. Moore.
So you went in there to the back bedroom where Mandrell was. You didn't wind up basically pointing to him and said, I killed Omari.
No, sir.
I killed the officer. You didn't make that comment?
No, sir.
And when you first went in the apartment, before you even went in the back bedroom, you didn't wind up saying, hey, I'm wanted for 2 murders. You didn't tell that.
No, sir.
So over these next few days when Quentin Ryden and Chandra Beth and Zion Ryden, their child, and Belinda Willoughby being there, and Ronaldo Phillips and Terry Hunt, all those folks were there free to come and go as they please. That's what you're telling us?
They did.
They were free to come and go as they please.
Yes, sir.
You never threatened them that if they didn't come back, would you do the remaining hostages, did you?
No,
you
sir.
never did that?
No, sir.
Never once did that?
Nah.
So basically the ammo that you requested that somebody go get and make sure they bring back, you had that because you were going to turn yourself in, right?
No, what I got it was, I felt like I was going to be killed, and I didn't have no bullet. Hey, I need some bullets. Just by the grace of God, I didn't have to use them.
And so basically, as they were free to go, that mattress is up against that dresser there, blocking the window in that back bedroom. That's just how they normally keep it there. Is that what you're telling us?
No. When we got ready to call the police, I told them put the mattress up and all this here because I'm thinking they're gonna shoot in on us. If you can't see it, you can't shoot in on us. That's what that was.
So we wasn't there to try to block them from getting out of the back bedroom.
I went to sleep, Mr. Baldwin. They wanted to leave, they couldn't have.
And you never put them and made a number of them go in the bathroom off the living room at any time at the beginning of this situation. You never did that?
No, sir.
So basically, you're being held hostage with all these folks, including the 13-year-old. They weren't hostage.
We're not hostage.
If you will, 108, 30.
Everything like that. You know, I told her, like, you know, her, like, keys, you know, like, I was talking to the hostages, and I couldn't look at them. I said, take the kids, you know, I couldn't even look at their face. And if I did something wrong, you know, I can't look at it like, you know, shame. I was going to say this.
Stop. You indicated there you couldn't look at them. Isn't that right?
I said the kids, take them kids in the back room because I know what I was over there. I knew the police were looking for me. I'm not finna put no kids in home wait. I knew the police were looking for me, and they know the police. Everybody know it. Even y'all in Edmonton know it.
But no time did you...
Oh, let me finish my answer, please. Can I finish, please, my answer? I got to finish my answer. I knew it. Get them kids back there. Don't want to look at you. I got a gun up there. Get them kids back there. They'll play a little bit, but get them back there. When the police had to come in and shot the boy, what they were going to say then? Well, I could have. Look at all them rounds I had. If I wanted to kill somebody, I could have. I wasn't trying to kill nobody. They weren't no hostages. Them folks scared. You seen the man, he made him testify. Them folks going to jail, they don't come here and say nothing on me. I ain't just mad at them because I can understand you. They scared. And it shouldn't have to be like that, but people like that make them like it. You seen he make Terrence Lumpen, he was practically begging, man, you gonna make me testify. Made him do it. That's a joke, that's sad. Y'all seen the man was dang near ready to cry. He gonna make him answer. What the judge say, answer the question. How you gonna force somebody to do something like that? Pretty sure they won't want their wives and kids to be forced to answer something. But they do it to other folk though. That's what I'm trying to tell these folks. You need to stop this mess.
So Belinda Willoughby wasn't crying over there at that place.
Not that I seen her take this stand at jury saying she told him a lie. Talking about she didn't get no marijuana and folks saying she brought me there. I didn't see her crying. Fake crying up in with you.
You never, she was just fake crying. That's what you're telling me?
When she was on this stand, and she was lying.
She was lying also, all of that. Is that correct?
In my position, she was. I don't know what you think.
You never pointed the gun at Zion Ride and threatened to shoot the baby. You never did that?
Man.
You never used cocaine while you were over there?
No, I smoked marijuana.
Case exhibit 918, we play those two tracks. 23 and 24, please. This is Brian Gant.
Let me change the rest of the phone. Okay, thank you. All right, no, baby, don't do that. Don't check it out. No. I'm not going to check the lights. Right, all right. Okay. And you? Well, I'm not good. I'm good at better than talking about. All right, go ahead. Better check me something good. I'm telling you, whatever you good. I just got the phone. Okay, he's talking to Miss Vernon. Okay? And we try to get the cameras down here, and they don't want to do it, but we try to negotiate with them and tell them I can do it. And they tell me, I'm talking to let these folks know. If a body come up, listen, give a fuck in you. No. That's y'all fault, because y'all motherfucker ain't got a come over there. No, I'm working. I'm trying to get it done for you. I'm trying to get it done. You got some of a bitch I was on the phone with. That's some bitch you on the phone with? You're here. Hey, you know what, man? I lost respect to you because you couldn't get these folks hurt. No, anybody needs you hurt, man. Don't tell me what I want to fucking do. You know what I'm doing? Oh, no, I'll just do that. How about that? No, don't do that, man. No, you better get it fucking. You know what? Bitch. I got to show y'all what I'm talking. No, man. No, you don't. Look, hey, you know, you little respect to you, boy. You know what? Cause somebody get hurt, you follow this. Yeah, I know what. How you think the FBI, y'all serve to protect? Well, why the fuck y'all making me hurt these folks still ain't hurt? See, no, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Yeah, who followed you? Yeah, you're right, but don't do that. Oh, no, right now, I'm through talking to you, bro. Don't do that, motherfucker. James, come on. Hey, right on. Hey, James. No, don't play with me. Hey, James, stay up. Let's look up that right on. Cut the fucking motherfucker right there. Hey, James. Put that motherfucker right on. Hey, Jamie, calm yourself down. Yeah, you right. None of y'all better tell that motherfucking clocker to take the motherfucking get there. Calm down. Y'all better tell him to do what the fucker. Hey, Jamie. What the fuck y'all got here with you? The director working on it. Huh? Tell the director. We don't care about these motherfucking folks, huh? Yeah, we do. Care about you. Yeah, hey, you don't call these bitches like this shit dollar, bitch. These folks want to be out here. Well, you do it, Jamie. Nobody's gonna hurt you. No, you don't do that. Yeah. You told me to do that. I'll be nice to you and let you folks know when you motherfucking play with me. We're working on it. Now you better work fast and what you got there working. Yep. You know, I just can't make no promise. Don't tell me what you can't do. Hey, I'm gonna let you talk to one of them that you show out the real name, boy. How about that? Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna put you on somebody 30-year-old. So that camera's out there, you promise to come out of me. You promise to come out of the camera's on the house. Yeah, look, it's like I ain't done nothing now. Okay. I'm gonna look you goddamn work, nigga. Okay, I got you. You got it. I'm gonna do wrong to you. Please don't fucking me motherfucking bad work or y'all motherfucking man work. Yeah, you been nice. You been nice. Look, don't keep talking about y'all don't care about these goddamn folks. Fuck down here, fuck. Get the fuck bitch you know for. Yeah, we do. Yeah, you know the fucking get it right. Okay, you talk to my 15 years, boy. See how nice I was out here being 32. No, you good, man. You good, man. Don't do that. Oh, no, talk to him. No, you good, man.
Let's get you please help me, please.
Yes, we have.
Hurry up. He's not playing. Can you please hurry up?
Okay,
I'm not playing. Please hurry up.
Hey, you're 13 years old, bro. Okay, we ain't not come up. Kill me after I kill you. Okay. How you never been up? I'll make you goddamn kill me after I kill you. Okay, it's just going to... I'll come up there kill you down. No, Jamie. Yeah, don't tell me what I'm going to do. I'll make you kill me, Joe. Give me that comment. Give me that comment. Fuck, you got to talk about this. Yeah, it takes time. We talking to the media. We got to get them sick.
So you're going to kill me after I kill them, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I said that because I'm trying to get them to do it. Why did I have to do that? That's what my position is. I put the little girl on the phone, hey, tell them please hurry up. They didn't care. See, a person, again, if I wanted to kill them folk, y'all know I could have. I didn't touch nobody, didn't shoot nobody. It's just a daggone shame that I had to do all that just to get it done. Pretty sure they had their little over there house, they would have hurry up and got them cameras over there. They didn't care. 8, 9 hours with a man got a gun and he already shot 2 police. They didn't care. Didn't care. Little kid, we don't care, we gonna kill you. You didn't care, bro. Y'all don't care. And you continue to exhibit that, bro.
No, that's not responsible. Part of it. You understand, sir? You're telling us that those threats that you were making at that time, and what you were saying is completely out of control, that those folks there were not hostile? That's
I
what you're telling us?
was, but listen, I was,
Answer the question, ask him to answer.
yes, I'm asking you, I was not out of control. Because if I was out of control, everybody been dead. Out of control man would have killed everybody. I had enough control to handle it to get it done without nobody getting hurt.
We'll track it.
Well, here's the man, I'm gonna have somebody else call Top 5 News. You can have somebody call Top 5 News? Yeah, somebody else, not even the police or the department. Oh, so get it done. They say they get it done. What? They say they get it done. They say they'll be able to do it. Too long, man. You don't take nobody no shoot out their mouth. What if I just feel like it's see somebody say, you know? Yeah, I mean, but no. Not easy. No, give me a talk, nigga, back. See, I had respect for him, but I'm gonna get him. Okay, let me go get him. So you got respect for him. What did he do to you? Because I had one out. Hey, word, bro. Hey, he don't get word. Well, he's going to serve and protect. How can you say you tell about somebody and you got this motherfucker here ready to kill somebody you didn't tell you to? Right, exactly. He don't take it like he don't take it. Get him. All right, I'm going to get him now. He's going to get him right. He's going to get him right now, okay? You see what I'm saying, Paul? Yeah, I paid him. I'm going to say what I'm going to do. See, I come out there. I killed them and I'm making them kill me. Right, no, you don't want to. I'm not that goddamn no shoot that motherfucker. I didn't care what you think I do with that. I tried to kill him. What's that bitch? What's that motherfucker name? How? I tried to kill that bitch in the leg. Well, that nigga out here. Hey, what's up with him? Look, that nigga ain't shit. He should jump on niggas and everything they shot him. Man, tell me he was at the jail? Yeah. I think when he was a deputy before he came away. Yeah, that motherfucker came in. I tried to shoot that bitch and came in the rig. Wow. I meant to get that motherfucker. I hate to have to the way, but you know what? But I meant to get that bitch up. Are you there? Man, no, I just fucking told you to get it. Wow. Yeah, you did. All right, I got a question. Where you want this your truck at? It's looking. So they can see the house. So we can see, you know, right. And where they can see the house, they gonna put it right there in front of the house. Yeah, that's right. What they gonna do? Here's what they gonna do. They gonna put it in front of the house. You know, they got the right there, right? That's all that.
Basically, you meant to basically shoot off the house.
And that's the way I
brains
felt.
out, isn't that correct?
Well, I did say that, and again, it's sad that a man can say something like that about somebody. It really speaks a lot about that individual. High stress situation. You know, I don't personally like Tony Howard, what he done to me, and I pray to God to help me to deal with people like that right there, and hopefully we can learn something from it, and it won't happen, because I can't take it back. I don't like the man personally what he done to me. You know, high stress situation, I'm begging these folks to let us go, and they won't do it. It speak for itself. It's need to be, I just hope somebody look at, regardless of what happened to me, that we can find something good out of there. That's just one me. I can't take it back what I've done. So I'm at a point in my life, hey, what about these kids come behind me and so it don't happen to them? I don't want them to end up like me. That's why I'm here. I told you no man here for Jamie Hood. And I meant it. So that's why I'm at. He can ask me all the questions, he take them, say nothing. I hope somebody look at this new chief of police or somebody look at, hey, what did Jamie do and what Jamie did that we can learn from? That's one made in my life. But when I get finished, matter of fact, I got to use the bathroom because my blood pressure going up.
I'm interested in finishing this cross-examination. Can you tell me how much time you have?
I have more examination. How long does it take you to 10 moments?
These pills, I told you I didn't took them.
I'll go to the jury room, please.
just put in the cup, like I didn't want to mess with it.